Should vaccines be given before school age? According to World Health Organization and Immunization Action Coalition on May 29, 2013, vaccines save lives. Vaccination saves the lives of more than 3 million people worldwide each year and prevents millions of others from suffering from diseases and permanent disabilities. Not getting vaccines for children can develop many problems and dangerous effects, but getting vaccines will solve these problems. Some parents have reservations about getting vaccinations for themselves or their children. There can be many reasons for fear of or opposition to vaccination. Some people have religious objections. Some see mandatory vaccination as interference by the government into what they believe should be a personal choice. Others are concerned about the safety or efficiency of vaccines, or may believe that vaccine-preventable diseases do not pose a serious health risk. A child who is not immunized is automatically more susceptible to dangerous and sometimes deadly diseases. Fighting these diseases can take a great deal of time, mandatory isolation, money, and pain. Vaccines were developed to prevent these diseases. Vaccines are very safe, and the threat of these diseases is very real. During outbreaks, unimmunized children may be mandated into isolation even if they do not show any signs of having the disease. Simply not being vaccinated could mean that your child has to be excluded from school or child care or interaction with others until the outbreak is over. The family could be required to seclude themselves in their home until receiving a medical or public health clearance. Sometimes this could take several weeks or even longer if multiple family members are exposed. While parents taking off work and children missing school can be very difficult for both the parents and child, this ultimately helps to protect your child and others. A single exposure to an outbreak could lead to many complications for the family or friends of an unvaccinated person. Unfortunately, children who are not immunized pose a threat of transmission when there is disease in the community. They can pass the disease on to babies who are too young for immunizations. They also pose a threat to children with medical exemptions, including children with leukemia, who cannot be immunized because of their medical condition. For a very small percentage of children, vaccines will not take. These children are also put at risk. The only way we can protect them is to surround them with immunized children. Children with exemptions can spread disease to such children who are unaware that they are not protected. Not getting vaccines for children can develop many problems, but the effects are more dangerous. If you don't have your child vaccinated, he will not have protection against the many preventable diseases that vaccines can help him avoid. While many of the diseases have become rare in the United States, this is because of high levels of childhood vaccination, not a reason to cease vaccination. In some areas of the country with low vaccination rates, avoidable diseases such as whooping cough and mumps have come back at rates not seen since before vaccinations were widely available. Whooping cough, also known as pertussis, is an infection of the respiratory system. It's characterized by severe coughing spells which can sometimes end in a whooping sound when the person breathes in. Mumps is a disease caused by a virus that usually spreads through saliva and can infect many parts of the body, especially the saliva glands. These glands, which produce saliva for the mouth, are found toward the back of each cheek, in the area between the ear and jaw. In cases of mumps, these glands typically swell and become painful. These are just a few of the diseases that children could get as a result of not getting vaccinations. Children without vaccines are at a risk for very dangerous effects, but it can be solved by getting vaccines. Childhood immunizations protect children from a wide variety of viruses and bacteria. Immunizations protect against viral diseases, including measles, polio, rotavirus, rubella, and chickenpox. Bacterial diseases that vaccination helps avoid include whooping cough and infection by influenza type B, which causes bacterial meningitis. Vaccines protect not only yourself but also others around you. If your vaccine-primed immune system stops an illness before it starts, you will be contagious for a much shorter period of time. or perhaps not at all. Similarly, when other people are vaccinated, they are less likely to give the disease to you. Vaccines protect not only individuals but entire communities. That is why vaccines are vital to the public health goal of preventing diseases. It is also much cheaper to prevent a disease than to treat it. All in all, vaccination saves the lives of more than 3 million people worldwide each year and prevents millions of others from suffering from diseases and permanent disabilities. Not getting vaccines for children can develop many problems and dangerous effects, but getting vaccines will help solve these problems. Vaccines need to be given to your children before they enter school to prevent diseases from spreading.